Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen. Today I've got a reading for you about somebody that is pondering their choices regarding you. They have this insight that if they tell you that they have a crush, or if they tell you that they want to get to know you better, that it won't be easy. With the Knight of Pentacles, it's like you're worth the effort. Maybe I have to travel to get to you. Maybe I know my family or friends wouldn't support it. Maybe I'd have to change my job. This is somebody who's like, you would be worth all the effort that I would have to make. But what if I get there, I make this big gesture for you, and then you reject me anyways? So they're trying to be, they're trying to predict the future, really. They're trying to predict your reaction, trying to figure out whether or not they would be successful if they reveal their feelings or their intentions, because they think there's a pretty decent chance that you would reject them. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of Winchanta. I hope you're having a good day so far. Good morning, Stephen. Hello, daughter of Saturn. Hello, Peggy. How we doing? Hello, Seth. How's your day? If you're interested in a personal reading, my email address is in the description box below. I will give you just a little bit of heads up that I will have less availability, specifically Saturday. I don't think I really said why. Saturday is my birthday, so I'm going to be live at least once, probably twice. But I also want to do things that I want to do, like go to the lake. So, all right. Which is to say, if you want a reading, hit me up probably today. This is the signs of the times. Let's see what else we've got about this person who's trying to figure out whether or not you'd say yes. Lightning, disruption. If I reveal my feelings, if I confess that I want something serious with you, what am I going to disrupt? Will I have to move? This is literally like the plane, right? So where do I have to go? What do I have to change? What would I have to sacrifice? It would disrupt my life, but I know you would be worth it. So we've got this motivational card coming out, never give up. Phrases, motivation. I think this is somebody who knows where to get inspiration. They know sometimes they kind of push that away. Maybe they've got a close friend. Maybe there's music or other things that inspire them. Maybe they got children that inspire them. But there are specific phrases, or maybe even one specific phrase that really helps this person when things seem a little bit insurmountable or difficult. And I think they've been through enough to know that if they have to make all of these changes to be with you, they could do it because they've had to make changes in the past before. Hello, Sandra. I would agree face-to-face is probably best to really figure that one out. Hello, Kiss JG. How we doing? I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Rachel. Aw, thank you, Peggy. Hello, Sally Ann. What's going on? Hello, Laura. Right back at you. Hello, Jason. Hello, Dr. Emery. Yeah, I would agree. Hello, Danny. How's your day? We've got the Mirror Labyrinth, or Labyrinth, and the Fox. So we definitely have somebody that's been dealing with some illusions, which is interesting because the very first card was the Seven of Cups, and that can refer to not really having that clarity that you need in order to make the right decision. Illusions and reflections. Who are you trying to fool? When you turn your back to the mirror, there's still someone looking at you. This is someone who may have struggled to make decisions based on the right factors or based on what really would make them happy. So this could be someone who's dealt with, kind of being a little bit of a doormat or a people pleaser because of how they were raised or the people that they were surrounded with. I'm seeing for several of you, this is like the youngest child in the family, probably a larger family. And it's like everyone expected them to do whatever needed to be done. But we also have the fox, which says enigma, adaptability, and shape-shifting. The Knight of Pentacles, whoever is contemplating this decision, is perhaps somebody that is underestimated. Perhaps people are too quick to judge them. They don't really necessarily see just how cunning or intelligent this person is. I think they kind of like that. It's like, I'll stay against the back wall. You won't necessarily like be too focused on me, and I can get whatever I need. I think this person collects information without people really picking up on that. But they're very smart, and they're able to fit into different settings, right? Shapeshifter. They may have like a very professional side and a very not professional side, you know, party in the back, business up front. Do you have an actual mullet? Because that would make me happy. Hello, Jess. Hello, Upper Echelon. Hello, Books. What's going on? Oh, I was just reading that and then, okay. Oh, that's good. Hello, Key Controller. Hello, David. David, you're correct. Hello, Mona. Hello, Justin. How we doing? So we've got the Venomous Garden. Doesn't that sound like fun? Doesn't it look like fun? I mean, if you like Halloween, like me, you're probably like, yeah, actually, that looks great, Carmen. Beauty conceals truth beneath captivating lies. Beware the allure of the dangers that in the shadows hide. We have I feel somewhat independent or kind of take charge energy coming through with this Knight of Pentacles. And they have this ability to anticipate where things could get a little bit difficult or a little bit touch and go. But it may have also kind of contributed to a sense of perhaps paranoia. Always looking for things to not go well isn't really the right approach, because it could make it kind of difficult for you to manifest in the good stuff, right? If you're always thinking about how things are going to go wrong. This is the Golden Article. The Fool. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, see, here's the thing. If this person goes off on their own or changes their life pretty dramatically in order to make this offer, it's probably a love offer, but it doesn't have to be, right? They know there's going to be somebody that has something to say about it. In fact, I think they know there's going to be more than one person who has something negative to say about it. We've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse and the Knight of Wands in the reverse. People that are angry, people that are voicing their opinion, people that feel like it's a bad idea. But the Fool is facing away from them. Like, blah, 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 whatever. I'm going to do what I want to do. Hello, Doris. How's it going? What else? Four of Swords and the Four of Cups. Should we see if we get another four? And the Devil. Yeah. This influence could be a community. It could be an environment, right? It could be a specific person. With the Devil, this is, I feel, responsibilities or a sense of duty. I have to do this. I have to stay here. I have to be what these people think I should be. It has kept them in this Four of Swords energy, feeling like they don't have anyone, feeling like they have to reject everyone. So for some of you, this is a person who has too much going on in their life. Maybe they work too much. Maybe they take care of somebody in their family. Maybe all they do is hang out with their child. But this is somebody who feels like responsibilities or duties prevent them from having what they want. and they're reevaluating what these responsibilities are. What can I do to kind of shake things up so I can actually go for what I want, so I can actually maybe travel to where I want to go or live where I want to live? Nine of Cups. I'm proud of you. You got all these naysayers telling you how to live your life, telling you it's because I care about you. I don't mean to mock that, because there are literally people out there that like, they give you the advice that's tough to hear because they do care about you. But in this situation, this is somebody who doesn't like change, who wants to prevent you from doing things your own way, or who has some kind of rigid perspective in terms of how you should live your life. You're going for what you want. The Fool is clarified by the Nine of Cups. That's your wish fulfillment. And the energy that's coming through this Nine of Cups is, I decided what I want, and I'm not going to back down. Those are non-negotiable chips on the table. Those are my chips. Can't have them. You know, it's like, we're not even going to go there. You can't convince me to do anything different. Or your little, it's because I love you, isn't going to make me feel like you're being any less manipulative. I still feel like I need to do what I want to do. Hello, Jenny. How are you doing? Three of Wands, Two of Wands, and the Hierophant in the reverse. Oh, I love that. Normally, I don't really like to see the Hierophant in the reverse. There's a lot of good qualities about the Hierophant in the upright. But one of the best things about the Hierophant in the reverse is it can point to somebody who's taking an unconventional approach, something you wouldn't really expect of them, right? But it's also clarifying the Devil. And the Devil is, things that you feel beholden to, or perhaps fears, things that make you feel like you can't make a change. This is somebody saying, you know what? I know that I'm scared of the dark, but I don't have to be. I know that this person wants me to feel like I can't, go off on my own, but I can. In a lot of these situations, our Knight of Pentacles is looking at whatever holds them back and realizing it's not nearly as powerful or right as they may have thought. You know, when you, I don't know, maybe you were still pretty young, or maybe you were a teenager, but when you finally realize, like, oh, my parents are fallible. I used to think everything they said was right. I used to think their life didn't start until I was born. You know what I mean? Like all those weird things that you have to like realize, like, oh, duh, that makes sense when you're a kid. It's like somebody has this like light bulb moment and they're like, you really ain't. Like, I've been over here listening to your stuff, thinking that you're right, living my life the way you taught me or the way that you think is right. And you're wrong. How about that? For many of you, this is realizing that maybe your parents' perspective is wrong. Realizing that maybe your best friend or your older sibling, wrong. It's happened to all of us, okay? Like, no need to feel guilty about being wrong, but let's also be open to correction, right? You know what? You're right. Maybe that is the right path for you. You know what? If it makes you happy, I support you. But instead, this King of Cups is trying to leverage their connection with you to prevent you from going for this Nine of Cups. Nine of Swords. Page of Cups and the Reverse. Four of Pentacles. Well, there's that other four, right? You can't leave. You can't go do that thing that you want to do. Why? Because they want to keep you. Because you do something to make their life easy, or they like, I don't know, comparing themselves to you. There's some sort of not great reason why this person feels like you need to let go of whatever it is that's pulling you towards this new beginning. That job isn't worth it, or that person isn't worthy of you. You'd never have a long-term relationship with them anyways. Dang. Do you also have a name tag that says Negative Nancy, or are you just going for the vibes? Just curious. I'll make you a t-shirt. Hello, I knew it. How are you doing? Hello, Frederick. What's happening? Seven of Pentacles. Eight of Cups in the reverse. Knight of Cups. They've been thinking about leaving. They've been thinking about starting up a different life. Being willing to risk certain things and maybe even falling on their face. But at least it would be their plan. At least it would be what they want. At least they went for what they wanted instead of just like dreamt about it and then was like, oh no, it's just like too much work. So I guess I'll just stay here and, you know, watch reruns. No. The more this person sits, the more restless they get. The more this person feels like, you know, everybody wants them to stay put or do what they're currently doing, the more they want to be like, screw that. All of you are living that same life. So why don't one of us like live something a little bit different, right? You live your life that way. I've decided I would like to be a little bit weird and have Halloween decorations up all year round. You don't have to do it, but that's how I want to live. There's something, it's not that. I mean, more power to you if it is. But this person is realizing I can create my own playbook. I can create my own understanding or like worldview. It doesn't have to be a carbon copy of what was given to me when I was 7, or, you know, it doesn't have to be exactly what makes you happy. It is my life. Six of Cups. I feel like this is someone who's older than you. Nine of Cups. Yeah. This really does feel like somebody who wants you to be like kind of like under their wing, right? I tell you how to live your life and you can be like a little version of me. I'm older than you. I got more experience. Sorry, I watch a lot of I Love Lucy. So watch me. Do it like me. This is them in their Nine of Cups. And don't get me wrong, I do love black cats. They're my favorite. But there's something about this card that just makes me feel like this person feels like the only way to be achieved or like recognized or successful in life, it's like it's this way, not that way. Can't do it that way either. Just this way. You got to live the way I live. Eight of Swords. Look at you. You're all cute, tied up in the yarn. But tied up nonetheless, right? This person loves you, but they love you best when you do exactly what they say. And is that really love? I don't know, man. It's very controlling. And especially when they expect you to let go of or walk away from your dreams. I don't know. I don't really feel like that's real love. I don't feel like that's unconditional love because they're saying you have to live like this and then I love you. Right? That's a condition right there. Two of Swords and the Five of Swords. I know that this might not be as predictable a path. I know that it may not go the way that I want it to. And I know that maybe I'll regret it. But I think it's more likely that I would regret living my life the way that you feel like I have to, instead of venturing off on my own and doing what makes me happy. This is the Cats Rule the Earth, if I didn't mention that. All right, this is the Voyage of the Soul. Yes, I would agree, Jess. Hello, Dino. How are you doing? Hello, Corey. Hello, Matt. What's happening? I'm glad, Matt. We've got create, art, poetry, music, dance, expression, and color. They live life in black and white and you live it in color, right? You actually want to experience things. I guess I could use the expression you color outside the lines, right? You're not willing to just live the same life that's already been lived 3 million times by other people. So we've got this summon card, and it feels to me like this is somebody who is trying to control something beautiful and wild. I don't know how many of you would identify as an artist or somebody who's creative, but one of the best things about creativity, in my opinion, is you do it your way. You take the approach you want, you choose the colors you want, you choose where you make that art, whatever it is, right? This is someone trying to control the Knight of Pentacles, even though the way they're a bit chaotic is absolutely beautiful. This is somebody who's supposed to be coloring outside of the lines. And this King of Cups is like, what are you doing coloring outside the lines? Everybody must color inside the lines. No. What kind of world would this be if we were all exactly the same? Boring. Very boring. So this is a reading that feels to me like it's confirming someone should be authentic. You do you, boo. Like, yeah, there's somebody here who's going to get mad about it, but isn't that like always the case? Oh no, I made a decision. Oh, there's people mad at me about it. Communication, expression, voice, transmission, message, news, and connection. And polarity, contrast, resistance, pull, yin and yang, and magnetic. You two are very different, even if this is your parent, even if this is your twin, sibling, by the way. You're like night and day. They might be super analytical or linear. Maybe they teach math. And you're like, I don't know, a choreographer or a drummer or you paint. They don't get you. Because they kind of lack that imagination, man. Did you get it from the other side of the family? Or did they run out when they got to this person? It's like that movie. What is it, Junior? What's the one where Arnold Schwarzenegger is like, no, it's literally called Twins, isn't it? With, shit, what's the dude's name from Always Sunny? Short dude. DeVito. Look, whoever this is, I feel like they're related to you. They're so different from you. They don't get it. They don't understand who you are. You have the ability to fit in with different groups of people. So in a way, it's a mask for you, right? You can be that professional person. You can be that solemn or reserved person. But at your core, you are like music. You are unique. This person doesn't get that. They're like, everything should be the same. So we've got cleanse, salt, sage, soak, detox, and revive. And the universe. The universe is conspiring to get you to feel discomfort because they know it would be disruptive for you to change your life. If you have a favorite chair, I don't know how many of you watched Frasier, but the father had this like literally duct tape, like green chair that he loved, and it bothered Frasier because, you know, Frasier wants to look rich all the time. And that chair did not look rich, but it was comfy, right? I don't really know, but I feel like the chair at some point broke. This is the universe saying like, yeah, we get it. It's a real comfy place that you've been. You've been there for a while, or you know how things are operating. But what if that chair all of a sudden broke? You'd have to go get a new one, right? They're making you uncomfortable where you are so that you realize it's not what you're supposed to be doing. It's not where you're supposed to be. You're not supposed to be living the life that this person tells you have to, duplicate. So they want you to go somewhere where you can revive that creative streak and not have somebody who's trying to tell you you have to like water down your beautiful personality. So we've got breakthrough, milestone, epiphany, climax, advancement, and quantum leap. Collective, global, together, united, earth, consciousness, and star seeds. I see for almost all of you, you leave whatever this is, you choose this new chapter, whatever it is that you want. Maybe you're moving somewhere where you can be more creative. Maybe there's an art community you want to be near. Maybe you want to go to Hollywood so that you can work in, movies. There's a group of people, and they maybe don't know it, but they're waiting for you. You would be the perfect addition to this little group. Maybe it's a book club. Maybe y'all get together and have like cray dance parties. I don't know, but there's a place for you where you will feel like you belong, and you will wonder why you took so long to leave behind this person who likes to tell you that you're doing it wrong. That kind of rhymed. It's a little bit long, but whatever. There's a place for you, my friend. And maybe that's also why we have this summon card. You may be feeling a magnetism to some place. You may feel like you have to go there. I've been there. All right, this is the Kipper. Ooh. What else do we have? I like that. What else do we have? Mature man in the reverse. Poverty. Journey. Yeah. This person who's older than you, they're older than you, but that doesn't mean they're smarter than you. If you want, you can make just like a little clip of that and send it to them. No, don't do that. Just because you're older than somebody doesn't mean you're smarter than somebody. I've seen straight wisdom from a 6-year-old and complete idiocy from people much older than me. We all have time to get it right, and we all have time to get it wrong. This person who likes to tell you how to live your life, I'm just going to go ahead and say I don't think they got it quite right, okay? Because they're convinced if you leave, they're convinced if you go off on this adventure and choose what you want to do, that you're going to be this poverty-stricken child. See how they're looking at you like you're a child? They feel like they have to tell you how to do things because you always mess them up. Maybe we just have different approaches. How about that? Despair in the reverse. Well, now I kind of want it to be in the upper. I don't know. We'll see. What else we got? In the reverse. They don't. They don't see how much of an impact it would be for you if you were at least able to feel seen or understood by other creative people or other people that let their imagination run wild a little bit, right? They feel like you can't trust any of that. They feel like you're kind of foolish. They don't want you to move elsewhere. That's like their whole mission right now, is how can I get you to feel like that's actually a really dumb idea. Hello, Moonlight Empress. How's it going? Yeah, exactly. All right, let's get some more tarot. This is the Jack-o'-lantern tarot. Knight of Swords, the Wheel in the reverse, Justice. I've been thinking about whether or not to make this choice. I've been trying to figure out whether or not I should go my own way, do what feels right, or if I should listen to this person who tells me that that would be a bad decision. And I just can't imagine not trying. If I didn't at least try to find this, then I would always be thinking about it. I think we've got some pros and cons being written down, or a conversation perhaps with somebody who really does understand who you are and what makes sense for you. But I think you're being very intelligent about this. You're using logic plus intuition. And I feel like that's not really the approach that this person who's older than you, who likes to tell you how to live your life, I don't feel like they do that. They're just very black and white, right? This is how it's always been. Six of Swords, Page of Cups, Ten of Swords in the reverse. There is some deadline or sense of urgency here. I could go study at this, creative arts school. I could go join this, volunteer group. I could be with this person that I'm in love with. There's something here where they feel like they have more to lose by not doing something now than they would by following advice, listening to other people's opinions. That doesn't seem as important to them now as it used to be. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, Eight of Cups, and Page of Pentacles. They're so convinced that you'll buy into their perception or their worldview, or maybe they feel like you need them. They don't expect you to pick up and walk away. They feel like they have more power or control over you than they really do. They don't realize how much this dream or this, the way you envision your life in a year or in 2 years, they don't realize how important that is to you. What I'm getting as far as like a message is the little, I think she had a like folded up clip out like from a newspaper of Atlantic City in the movie Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken. That might be a little bit old for some of you, but I watched it when I was younger, and I watched it multiple times because I loved it. I love horses. I don't know that I really like that that's what they were doing with horses, but it's the girl from Burn Notice, Fiona. It's her younger, by the way. And she is really poor as a young girl, doesn't really know what her life is going to be. And when she sees the, depictions of Atlantic City, she feels like her dreams would come true in Atlantic City. I don't want to stay here. I don't want to be, a farmer's wife. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to, I can't remember what they actually called them. Was it just like diving horses? Like they would run up and like jump into a pool. This is somebody who's saying, I have a dream. I keep thinking about it. I can't stop envisioning what my life would be like if I was able to actually pursue that. So that's what I want to do. I feel like I'm supposed to go there. Hello there, Grant. How are you doing? All right, what else do we have? Ten of Pentacles, Four of Swords in the reverse, and the Knight of Wands. If I were to live life the way that you wanted me to, it would be to deny the things that I feel or the person that I want to be, the person that I could be. I don't want to be you. I don't want to be anybody else. I know that I'm a little bit off or a little bit different, or maybe you don't like how I want to make money or who I want to be in a relationship with, or I don't know, maybe you feel like I should be more religious. This is someone who's saying, this is who I am. I'm going to be exactly who I am. You can love me for that person or not, but I'm not going to change. This is the truth is. What else do we have? Self-centered, preoccupied with the interests of self. Golly, that's weird. I never would have expected somebody who wants to tell you how to live your life that maybe they would be just like thinking about themselves. You deserve better. This is somebody who doesn't think about what would make you happy. They think about what would make themselves happy. Now, why should that influence your life? Distance, physical or emotional distance is hurting the connection. I want to move somewhere else because I know I would be happier there. This is either I have a love interest and I want to be where they are, or I know that I would be happier because there are people like me there. There are people that would want to be artistic or dance all day or, I don't know, create children's books, whatever it is. This is like, that's where I need to be. There's some connection that the Knight of Pentacles has felt with somebody that is not very serious for them, that might be local. And I feel like this person is trying to get you to like that. So guess what I'm saying is you might have a love interest at a distance, and this person who's trying to tell you how to live your life is like, oh, that's great and all, but what about this person who lives 5 minutes from here? Aren't they great? Yeah, no, super attractive. I would marry them if I were younger. And you're like, that's not really how I plan on choosing my partner, right? Oh, by the way, my mom said that she would totally want to be with you if she were younger. So I don't know if you want to like get married or something, but that's kind of like my dream. Like, no. This person is trying to get you to let go of a real opportunity or a connection in love by making it seem like this like person who maybe you had a crush on 10 years ago, or maybe they've been chasing you for like 4 years. Oh, that person's great. Why don't you be with them? Nah, you don't take them seriously. So we've got resentment, hurt, and bitterness over unfair treatment. I'm going to tell you this. I do feel like there's resentment on the behalf of the self-centered person who likes to tell you how to live your life. But I also feel like this resentment card is your energy. If you want to salvage a relationship with this person, you need to not be in as close proximity to them. They have this toxic energy, and maybe what you need is distance in order to salvage some sort of connection with them. Do you drink beer and liquor the same? I don't drink anymore, but when I did drink, I looked at them kind of different because one's like the, fast lane to drunk town. The other one's like a cool moseying on over to drunk town. This person being in close proximity to you will be a very fast train smashing into a wall of anger because they're going to continue to press your buttons. They're going to continue to try to control your life. They're going to try to undermine your own intuition and ability to make decisions. Yes, exactly. Wait, hold on. I didn't see who it was. Yes, exactly, Moonlight Empress. I appreciate that. Did I say hello to everyone? All right, let's see what else we got. This is the Love Oracle. Rejection. abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear, peace, balance, harmony, and friendship. When you have a deep connection to somebody who has shown you over multiple years or over multiple instances that their love for you is conditional to your doing what they tell you, it starts to seem less like love and more like rejection. There's a place where you will feel at home, relaxed, or like you are around people that get it. This peace and harmony is where you are supposed to be. But if you are dealing with somebody who pretty frequently makes you feel rejected or not good enough, that doesn't really put you in the right mindset, right? Now, maybe if you want to paint a bunch of like angry paintings, this person's great to be around because they can inspire that resentment just fine. But you are supposed to be experiencing this peace with a group of people that understand you. And I do feel like whoever I'm reading for, you have this desire for that type of living situation or that community. And part of you has this awareness that it's because it really does exist, that you could just, make a couple changes and have that, right? Divine Feminine, Cloudy Judgment. When it comes to showing love or appreciation or compassion, this person who tries to tell you how to live your life, our self-centered Nine of Cups, the King of Cups, they don't really know how to do it. I think this person was raised by parents that did not know how to show them love, and in turn, it was very difficult for them to show you love. They felt like love was something you had to earn. You be what I want in a kid, or you be what I want in a sibling, and then I'll love you. But I won't love you unless you're what I want. That's not really a healthy way to approach a family connection. But we have Cloudy Judgment, illusions, unbalanced, distorted. I don't really like to talk about people's mental health because I don't want to come across as judgmental, and I'm also not a doctor. But I do feel like there's something as far as the mental health thing that this person has left unaddressed. And unfortunately, the manifestation seems to be that they like to control you, or that they don't really seem to appreciate the differences, or that you are your own person, right? Yeah, exactly. Hello, Boomcrafts. How are you doing? You deserve respect. If they can't give it to you, then they don't deserve to be in your sphere. Hello, Linda. How are you doing? So we've got depth, awareness, importance, and value. If you speak a completely different language than this person because you understand compassion and empathy and connecting with others in a real way that appreciates them for being themselves, it would make a lot of sense to me that you would feel out of place dealing with somebody who's constantly measuring you against some rubric or requirements list. Like, well, that's real great that you grew to be 5'11", but see, before you were born, I decided you needed to be 6 feet tall for me to love you. Sounds silly, right? Is it that far off from what they really do? Healing, releasing, purifying, cleansing. When you find the people that are your real soul tribe, the people who speak the same language, if you will, it helps you to let go of the resentment or the anger or the sense of rejection that you have felt from your family. For some of you, moving to this other place brings you to a point in your life where it doesn't make you extremely uncomfortable to be emotionally close to somebody or to consider having a family of your own. For many of you, this is going to be when you learn how to connect to humans as well as you can to animals. I feel like some of you, the only connection you want is cats, dogs, horses. Humans are awful. Keep them away from me. But that'll change. Because there are good people out there that look at the world in a very similar way to you. They're just not related to you. At least not from what I can tell. And that's okay. It's kind of fun being the oddball. Hello, Justin. How's it going? So we've got clinging and divine masculine. Holding on, obsessing, and spying. This masculine energy is this King of Cups. If you decide that you want to choose a different life, if you decide that you're not going to hang out with me anymore, if you decide that you're going to live your own life, this person's going to be watching you like a hawk. And I hate to say it, but I feel like they're watching and hoping to see, I told you so. I knew that wouldn't work for you. Not because they want to see you do well. You deserve to have somebody that is looking out for you and hoping that you do well. And I think you find that in this other area. This King of Cups doesn't know how to do that. Maybe they didn't have that, like, don't break your egg, pretend it's a baby thing in like middle school like the rest of us did. So we have loyalty. This is what's around the corner for you. A good friend, a loyal partner, friends that laugh at your jokes. There's a new beginning here. You felt like an outsider. You felt like you couldn't trust people. You felt like everything that you said would be overanalyzed and ridiculed. You are moving towards a place where you are accepted. There's a foundation of acceptance here. There's camaraderie and compassion, right? So even though you may feel like you're leaving where you grew up, right? If this is your hometown, you're going somewhere that's going to actually feel like home because of the people. This is the situations deck. What else do we have? Settlement, agreement, compromise. Grip. Sometimes we negotiate for more than what we really want so that when we reach a compromise, you end up with what you wanted from the very beginning, right? If I really want 80,000, I'm going to tell you 90 because you're going to want to negotiate a little bit, feel like you got something, and I'll still get 80, right? This is somebody who's realizing maybe I need to loosen up a little bit. Maybe I need to let this person live their own life. Otherwise, I lose them. Some of you literally put it to them this way, right? You love me or let me live my own life, or you're not going to be in it. But they're realizing they can't control you. They can't tell you how to live your life. It's just not going to work that way. And I do feel like many of you have a relationship right around the corner. You may already know who this person is. You may be moving where you want to go in order to be with this person. But you also, many of you might just like, you show up, you become a part of this collective, you meet these individuals that are your soul tribe, and it's like you fall in love. So people that get you, right? We have crickets, silence, non-action, waves, emotions coming and going, and Archangel Michael. When you decide to pursue this life that you want, even though it may not be what this controlling person wants for you, I think they're going to be stunned into silence. They're going to sit there and wonder, what am I supposed to do? I can't control them anymore, I guess. They're going to be angry. They're going to be proud of you. I don't think they're going to tell you that. maybe a little bit of what they had in them when they were younger, they'll see in you when you decide to choose for yourself what your life should look like. We've got protection, prevented from harm, divine intervention. Things would get worse between you and this person if you stay around them. You are being advised in multiple ways to leave where you are because you cannot stay by this person. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to go no contact, but you being that close in their, what's that called? The thing that goes around a planet? I don't want to call it rotation, but that's not really what, orbit. Being in their orbit throws your gravity off. You need to have your own solar system. Does that work? Did I do that wrong? Hello, Kingly Eagle. Hello, Jamie. What's going on? Hello, Illuminati. Hello, Bradley. So we've got today and legal. There's something that is happening in the very near future, if not literally today, where somebody is signing a piece of paper. And it could be selling something. It could be, I don't know, buying a ticket or a car. We did have that journey card, right? Because this is what I want, because this is where I need to be, because maybe I already have a big thing for somebody that's, 1,000 miles away. But I think for many of you, this is, I know where I want to be, like that Atlantic City thing from Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken. I know what kind of place I would be happy. I know what kind of people I want to be around, and that's where I want to be. This is the Fairy Godmother Oracle. What else do we have? Abundance. Your money improves when you choose to live life the way that you want to live. When you choose to live somebody else's life, you don't get the same opportunities. There's a day when you two are going to look back on this and laugh. But you need to get some distance from this person. They need to get some objectivity and acknowledge that this is your own life. And I feel like you're going to prove them right. You're going to come back around one day and be like, remember when you told me that this wouldn't work for me? Remember when you told me I couldn't make this work out at all? And now I'm successful? It's because they would rather look at you as somebody who needs their help than as somebody who is independent and fully capable of doing things on their own. And I think it has to do with how they view themselves. They like being important. They like feeling like you need them to make things work out, right? This is the Everyday Tarot. What advice do we have going forward, please? Knight of Cups. The Sun. This is what will make you happy. This is where you're supposed to be. Follow your heart. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Five of Swords in the reverse. You'll be able to make up with this person. They're going to be very mad at you when you decide to live your life your way, but they're going to get over it. You've got to assert your own independence now, or they're only going to get more controlling with you. But I do feel like when you get a little separation, when you have your own life, when you really establish that you are an adult, you can make your own decisions, things will get back to a better place. They just need to learn a little bit of a lesson in your absence. We have the Moon in the reverse and the Six of Swords. Yeah, they're going to be upset. They're going to feel like you're foolish, ungrateful, but you're going to make things work. And then they're going to have to kind of soften up a little bit, right? And even to some extent admit that you were right, if they're capable of doing that. But we do have with the King of Pentacles in the reverse some sense that they feel like they could use their own wealth or success or literal like handouts if they were giving you money to try to control the direction that your life took. And they're realizing now that they can't do that because you have this King of Wands energy within you. I feel like it makes it like almost painful for you to lie or be inauthentic. You get to a certain point in your life where you're like, yeah, I really just don't feel like putting on a little play for you just to make you happy. I'm going to do what I need to do. So they're realizing, or they're about to realize, that they can't control you, at least not anymore. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. I sure do appreciate you. I'll see you on the next reading. Toodles.